Yo guys, what's up? It's your boy TRUEDBZ back with another video, and today is the first episode in my 2024 annual Top 5 Celebration Week series. This series is for me to look back at my previous work this year and rank various topics related to the channel in a top 5 format. Today's topic is my top 5 best thumbnails. Before we get into today's topic, please hit the like and subscribe button at the end of the video if you enjoyed. It does wonders for the channel and helps me stay motivated to create more content like this. Also, be sure to check out my links below. In the description are my links to my Twitter and Twitch, my channel artist page bossumans on Twitter and TikTok where he posts his artworks and commissions, and my playlists are there as well to provide you with more of my content. So with all of that out of the way, let's get into the first episode in my 2024 annual Top 5 Celebration Week series. Top 5 Thumbnails. The honorable mention goes to my thumbnail for my Arxis Can't Fix Dragon Ball FighterZ and World Tour Balance News video. My idea is that I want to show my nervousness when it comes to Dragon Ball FighterZ balancing, and to show all the annoying changes that the team have made over the past couple years. Why I like it is because it's very clear what the message I'm trying to convey is, and I think most players would agree with the images at the top are some of the most annoying things in the entire game. As a side note, I don't really care about the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour anymore. It kind of feels dead right now, but I'm hoping that the 2025 Dragon Ball Battle Hour can bring some new hype back to Dragon Ball FighterZ. But, you know, a FighterZ player can wish, right? Number 5 goes to my Arena Fighters Are Fighting Games thumbnail. This image came about because the FGC was trying to pick a fight with the anime Arena Fighter community because they got mad that Sparking Zero destroyed Tekken 8's player numbers within 2 days. So my thumbnail idea was basically the Arena Fighter community versus the FGC. Why do I like it so much? I know this is gonna sound weird, but the thumbnail is funny and non-confrontational, but the situation itself was so toxic, and I feel like it's kind of like one of those jokes about like horrible events in history that we all just kind of make jokes about, like, you know, like stuff that happened in like ancient Greece or 9/11 or like some of like the world wars that's been going on, like how people make jokes about those types of events even though those events are like horrible things to go through. It was kind of like that scenario but like scaled down, because during that time, you know, on Twitter it was just like horrible, like everybody was being mean to each other and it was just a very toxic time. But like you can kind of just like sit back and just make funny jokes about it because it's just like it's not that deep, but you know it was still pretty toxic, all things considering. It's kind of like that it's kind of like that ironic kind of comedy, I guess. Number 4 goes to These Comments Are Stupid thumbnail. This thumbnail was basically made around my character's reaction. I love the idea of my original character reading the comments on a piece of paper and being like, what the fuck is happening? Glad that my channel artist was able to make this art piece because it's honestly a classic. I've already talked about my original character being one of the reasons why I like it, but another reason why I like this thumbnail is that the fact that I was actually able to fit some of the comments from the video inside the thumbnail to push the message even harder and to make it even more funnier. Thank you everyone for making it this far into the video. Just gonna take a quick break to do some shoutouts. First, shoutouts to my friends' channels. Please consider checking them out as they provide a variety of content, so at least one of them will have something that you'll enjoy. Second, if you live near the York, PA area, please head down to Ready Up Gaming Lounge. It's a place where gamers from every genre can come together and play in a comfortable and chill environment. They are open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day and hold dedicated events every week. For my channel's interest, they run Fighting Fridays, where for $5.30, you can play a multitude of fighting games with various players. They have big games like Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but they also have niche games like Dragon Ball FighterZ, Guilty Gear Strive, Rivals of Aether 2, and more. Finally, shout out to all my supporters on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You guys really make doing content fun and worth pursuing. Alright, back to the video. Number 3 on my list is my bottom 1 tier Ferry 1.50 patch overview thumbnail. The inspiration for this thumbnail is just memes the entire way. During this video's release, the 1.50 patch for Granblue Fantasy vs Rising came out, and the Ferry player base, including myself, was not really happy about the whole thing. And so there was just I can't even tell you how many Ferry memes spawned from this whole, I guess, event. There were meme quotes, there were actual meme images, jokes, videos. It was legit. You could not have been on Granblue Twitter at the time without seeing at least 1 or 2 Ferry memes, just because the whole situation was very funny but also really sad. Why I like it is because my thumbnail kind of feels like an inside joke for the Ferry community, but also people outside that community can still understand it. The only thing I wish I did is I should have added more Ferry memes, because I feel like just making it more funnier would have drove the point home. But I think I did a pretty decent job with the memes I put in there already. Number 2 on my list is I'm back with changes thumbnail. This thumbnail came from my major burnout crash during the middle of this year. The idea was basically me versus my biggest problems at the time. Why I like it is that this thumbnail holds a close personal meaning to me and reminds me not to go too far with my content, as it is just a hobby, but I also shouldn't be lazy, which is still a struggle that I have to this day. And I do have some plans for 2025 to make this, situation not happen again. And I just hope that, it doesn't. But this thumbnail, and honestly the overall video itself, is kind of like a reminder of hey, don't go too far, but also don't, go the other extreme as well. So this thumbnail holds a very personal meaning to me, and that's why it is so high. Number 1 goes to the Tournament of Homies number 1 thumbnail. The inspiration for this one is a pure boss creation, who is my channel artist if you didn't know. The idea for this one is just to have all the squad's main characters facing each other getting ready to fight. It goes without saying, but Boss is truly the GOAT when it comes to his art for the channel. He's always bringing his A game and shows off his talent for art. I enjoy working with him to create projects, and I hope to continue working together with him so we can both improve on our crafts. So Boss, if you're watching this, thank you so much for all of your hard work, and let's keep working together. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please support the channel by hitting the like and subscribe button. Remember to check out my links in the description. Please consider helping out my friends' channels by checking out their content, and also checking out my channel arts page as well. And just a reminder, if you're in the York, PA area, head on down to Ready Up Gaming Lounge to support the FGC local community as well. That's all I have for today, so have a good evening everyone, and I will see you guys in the next video. Sayonara.